Okay, so as we mentioned in the previous video when we were driving on the autobahns, we're over in Germany this weekend, and we're specifically here to drive at the Nürburgring. I've never been to the Nürburgring before. I've come over with Andy, and I've heard so much about it. We've seen loads of stuff on the television, news, magazines about the Nürburgring. I thought I'd come over and give it a try myself. Now obviously we've been on the autobahn in my car doing the high speed stuff, but I think if you're coming to drive a car on a racetrack, you're going to need something a little bit more specialist. So first of all, out of retirement have come the red shoes. So the red shoes, very important. You need these are worth an extra 5 to 10 seconds a lap, something like that. And the other thing that I've organised for this weekend is another car, and that's this BMW Z4. So it's a 3 litre BMW Z4. It's hired out by the guys here at Nürburgring. It's got specialist shock absorbers and suspension on it. It's got track tyres on it. It's got a roll cage. It's effectively a race car that we're going to drive on the Nürburgring. So Andy and I are going to get out there now. We're just doing an evening session, a couple of hours on a Saturday evening. I've never driven here before, so effectively what I'm going to be looking at is, can we take the skills that we use on the road onto the track? So no more talking now, let's get in the car, let's get out onto the Nürburgring, let's go see what it's like. So welcome to Advanced and Performance Driving with Reg and Andy. Say hello, Andy.
Hello.
We're at the Nürburgring. We're all strapped in, our harnesses, bucket seats, got our helmets on. That's never a good sign if you have to wear a crash helmet for anything. And we're going to go and do a few laps of the Nürburgring. I've never been here before. I have done quite a bit of track driving before, so I'm not a track novice as such, but I've never been to the Nürburgring, so we're going to be quite cautious on this first lap. The car's on new tyres as well. It's on proper track based tyres, but we're going to have to bed them in and make sure that we've got plenty of grip. I'm going to have to get used to the car and the track. One thing to bear in mind when we're going on track is we're not trying to break any records or compete with anybody else. So I want to really just build up nice and gently. So we're coming up to the barrier. We've got our ticket. See ya. It's on my side, Andy. I'm left-hand drive. And get ready to go on social media. Give all the YouTubers a wave.
Hi. Okay. Autographs later. It's Reg local. Are you local? Okay.
Okay. So here we go. We're on the Nürburgring. Let's go and see what it's like. The window. Oh, where have all those cars gone that were in front of us, Andy?
Is there something happening?
I think it's quiet this road. So we are not trying to break any records on this first lap. We're just going to find our way around, get used to the feel of the car and the track. We're going to use the full width of the road where we can, but it is a public road. It's not necessarily a racetrack as such. It's a public road. I'm going to have to watch the mirrors. I'm quite happy for anybody faster than me to come through. I expect we'll be getting overtaken a lot. I'm going to not be doing a lot of overtaking today.
Do you want me to let you know if I see anything coming up behind? Yeah.
I mean, there is a real element that you're going to have to learn this circuit over a period of time. A lot of these corners are blind. It's a very hilly, a very up and down track. One of the things about track driving is one of the biggest differences about track driving is the braking, because we can use the full effect of the car's brakes on track. It's the
quickest way to get around is to keep the car flat out as long as you can and then hammer the brakes into the corners. And actually, whereas on the road we would normally do the braking sort of in a straight line and then be off the brakes in enough time to get the gear for the corner, on track we're braking sometimes into the corner, sometimes trailing the brakes right up to the apex of the corner so that we can keep the throttle open longer on the straight. Somebody once described it to me as the opposite of balancing the car on the throttle out of the corner, doing that on the brakes on the way into the corner. So this car's got uprated brakes. Down to second here. So we can really lean on these brakes where we need to. I'm trying to be neat and tidy and not throw the car around too much. I'm conscious it's on those new tyres at the moment. I'm going to scrub them in. So I don't think I'll be impressing the spectators very much, but somebody took us a photograph! Hey! Now I've got some much faster cars coming up behind. Well, they're coming past anyway, that's fine. Not a super impressor, he can go past me all day, every day, that's fine. Yeah, where you go. So the other big difference with track driving that I found when I first started driving on track was this concept of using the full width of the road. Oh, they're aggressive, some of these lads. The trouble is, moving right to let them pass puts you offline on the way into a right-hander.
Yeah,
like
see that double apex there, he was way out.
Well, it puts me offline really.
He knows the track and he was way out and he stayed out.
So there we go. So anyway, sorry, back to cornering lines. The biggest difference for me is what you can do on the way out of a corner. So on the road, we tend to do everything on the way in. Position, speed, get everything sorted on the way in, because the plan, hey, I might be overtaking somebody in a bit.
You might just get your first overtaking here, Reg.
The plan on the road is to exit on the correct side of the road. We can't plan to exit using the full width of the road. Here and on other tracks, however, we can plan to use the full width on the way in. So here we're going to turn in right to the apex and then drift right out to the very far side. So the idea is to look through the corner rather than at it, right out to the far side of the corner when you come out. I think we're coming up to the carousel now.
You're going to drop it first time around?
I'm going to drop it in, yeah.
Oh, no you're not,
We're in. Trying to get an overtake on this.
Well, you know what, back in 2007 when I came on the bike, I didn't drop into that carousel, and I'm glad, because that is really bumpy.
This GTR past us.
Skyline's not going to hang around, is it?
I might just tag onto him for the overtake.
Got a bike coming up behind you as well.
Yeah, well, I'm overtaking Andy.
Yeah, okay. I actually think that was Mrs. Biggins from down in the next village. She's off
Just
to get her shopping.
Going to the shops, yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. I think I've gone quiet. This is the part of the circuit that I'm most uncertain about.
So when you were on the PlayStation, did you can you recall this part of the circuit?
Yeah, no, I can't. I've never got this far. I always crashed. I didn't tell you that before, did I?
Can we have a wave to the? They're all here for you, Reg. You do know that.
This is the trouble with this track really, is that it's so up and down, it's so undulated in places that I can't tell where the next corner goes or how tight it is.
You got a Mitsubishi coming up. Well, you say you can't tell where the next corner goes. I can only just see over the dash.
That's because you're a shriveled up little ginge, innit? Thoughts on the first lap of the Nürburgring. It makes your palms sweaty, just a bit. Some of this lot are really quick, and I mean really committed. They really know the circuit. They've done hundreds of laps. I found found it quite stressful actually, if I'm being honest. I'm watching my mirrors very much. The difficulty is you can play this game on the PlayStation and you don't get any appreciation for just how much the track goes up and down. It's got that undulating, it's up and down, and a lot of those hills and crests make it very, very difficult to read the corners. So it's easy to read the tightness of the corner if you can see into it, if you can see the limit point, if you can see the apex. But on this track, I reckon probably close to 50% of all those corners are blind on the way in. So trying to commit to a blind corner when you've never been round it before is nigh on impossible. Moving out the way of the faster traffic, I'm absolutely fine with it, but it puts you offline, particularly on the way into right-handers. That's very tricky on the way into right-handers. X5, that's for sure.
Right, we're starting you on.
Now this is where I'm going to get a bit harder on the brakes now, to make the best out of this car on the track. Turning while I've got the brakes on, it sort of has a different balance to it when you're turning with the brakes on. Absolutely dear. Are the authorities there?
You don't want to be hitting that, do you?
See how he was out wide? Yeah. I mean, again, it's just having the confidence to know where the corner goes.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, if you can latch on to something.
Yeah. Oh, it's quick through there.
Wow. Don't think these tyres are balanced, are they?
I'm overtaking the Andy, look!
He's just been biffed by a Fiat 500! Oh dear, that's... Wow!
Cayman.
Oh, is that Cayman, is it? Yeah.
I think it's a GT4, I'm not sure.
That Fiat 500 is gone!
Keeps hovering over the brake pedal. I spend all my weekends teaching people to sort of weaning them off the brake pedal.
See, I really feel he's coming up here inside.
Yeah, I've seen. I've lost all my pace now. I've left it in fourth gear.
Yeah.
Let these lads come back.
Oh, look at the sense where he just came out, the sound of that. I'm more at home driving like this, driving on the track, braking late, having a bit of a wrestle with it. What you teach on the road is absolutely excellent, and it's right.
Well, it's a different set of skills. I mean, your priorities on track
totally different.
Hugely different, aren't they? You know, get round as fast as we can. There's no junctions, you know.
Absolutely, carousel dropping in. Yeah, go on, push it.
No cyclists.
Oh. not a chance I would drop in there on a bike. Well, without factory suspension.
So I'm backing off.
You've got a bike that's got to come up your inside, I think. Yeah, he is. KTM Super Duke naked. Beautiful.
So I've done a couple of laps. I've got my eye in. I'm quite happy to dawdle now and let this Porsche pass me. 911 turbo. I'm not going to compete with that. Let's talk our way around. The first thing you'll notice is there's a couple of spots of rain on the windscreen. So I'm going to have to be very tippy-toey now. And anybody who wants to come past me is more than welcome. Like this fella. Woo. So I'm on track tyres. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to think about time or speed. Right, I'm just going to take my time. Just enjoy the drive. I've seen you. Bloody hell. It really put you off. Well, that was no good for him, was it really? Just keeping in a higher gear than I would be normally while these faster cars come past. I have a little bit of a break in the oncoming cars now. Now this tiny little bit of rain that we've got at the moment isn't really going to affect the grip on the track at the moment. Any heavier than this, and it's going to be affecting it. So let's get our eyes in the distance. Look at the road bending to the left here. I'm right out to the right hand side of the track. Looking to apex early here, so they're in the right position for the right-hander. On the gas, just a little bit of gentle gas, and then looking right through the corner. So the trick is to look right through the corner at where you want to end up as you exit the corner. So for this next left-hander, I'm looking at the apex, but I'm looking at the red and white tarmac on the outside of the corner, because that's where I'm aiming for, right out there. That's the fastest line through the corner. So up to the apex, and then thinking about drifting wide on the exit, but I've got a car coming up behind me. Bloody hell. What a I can't believe where they just, it's like you're not there. They just try and drive through you.
Well, they're carrying that.
Yeah, but
yeah, I know.
It's not a race, is it? You know, just let me get through these couple of corners. You might be a lot faster than me, but I'm still driving to sort of the upper edge of my limits, you know. Through here, Andy.
This is my favourite one.
It's off the gas with the brakes now. Now, a much sharper right-hander coming up, so it's a good squeeze on the brakes. Down to third, heel and tone it down, turning in towards the apex, and then looking. I'm already looking for the exit. There's the red and white tarmac on the exit. That's where I'm aiming for. Keeping third gear now for this left-hander. We're out wide, cutting into the apex, and then looking for the exit. This is an exciting one as well.
This is good. Yeah,
I suspect you'd take that flat if you're any good, but if you're a big wuss like me, you're right on the way into it. At the moment, which is nice. I'm a bit more relaxed when I haven't got these much faster cars coming on. This one tightens and into the right hander, so over towards the apex. I'm already looking at the exit, and you can see on the tarmac where the black marks are, where the red and white curbing has been driven over by people taking the right line through the corner. So it's that dirty part of the red and white curbing that we're aiming for on the exit of the corner. So next time we've got red and white curbing on the exit of the corner, have a look for that dirty section. So here we're going to turn into the apex, look for the red and white curb. There it is. And actually that takes us into the apex for the next one. I do feel much better when I haven't got a lot of cars around me. apex, and then looking for the exit. It's a very long right side. There's the exit. You can see the black tarmac there, and that's how you get a quicker exit from the corner, by just using the full width of the road in towards the apex. And this is just flicking from one apex to another, out towards the offside of the road, carrying the brakes into the corner because it tightens up this one. A little bit of curb there, and another apex on the right there before we exit there, and then on the brakes, firm braking there in towards the apex, and then keeping the brakes on for second gear. You can see that dirty mark on the apex there where it could hit the curve. So some red and white tarmac on the right there, firm brakes down to second gear towards the apex, and then aiming for that black tarmac on the exit there.
This is a quicker lap.
It's because I'm not being overtaken. Being overtaken really takes time off you. So look at that left-hander at the top of the hill there. Off the gas here. Little touch of brakes. Got a gaggle of cars in the distance, but I'm alright with those catching me here. We'll be okay. This is quite a long right-hander towards the apex. I'm starting to learn some of these corners now. There's the dirty red and white tarmac. That's what we're aiming for on the exit. Apex, looking for the dirty red and white curb. There it is. That's your exit point. Keep third gear all the way up to the carousel now.
I reckon you can drive it a bit quicker through this carousel.
Okay, let's try it.
Off now. Yeah, that's quicker.
Okay, you're
right
on.
there, Red. Much quicker.
Oh, it bottoms out there,
Much
doesn't it?
quicker.
The traction control light flashing then.
Yeah, that was better. Not all.
Let this Lamborghini pass, shall we?
Oh.
Oh, that sounded good.
Oh.
Got all these lot coming off because it's raining. So now it's raining a little bit harder, certainly at this part of the track. But we'll do another lap, but I'm not going to really cane it on this one. I think that last one was probably the quickest lap that we've done.
This will be your fourth lap one.
Yeah, this will be fourth lap this, yeah. So there's always a danger with that last lap that you're going to just overcook it and do something silly. Be overconfident.
It's not so bad because all these are going off now.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's more of an emptier ring.
Yeah. I prefer to have an empty ring.
I prefer to have an empty ring.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't mind it wet.
No, a wet ring sometimes can make it more enjoyable.
For me, I like that kind of loose feeling.
Yeah, that sort of lubricated feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can move around more, get a bit more feeling going on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
for me,
it requires a bit more effort on your part, doesn't it? You know. That's
but
right.
it's nice and warm as well at the minute.
It's more satisfying at the end. So it's warm and moist.
It's warm. It's wet.
Yeah.
It's just a lovely warm wet ring. Can I?
The wipers are on for this lap, so let's not be silly. Keep a check on me, Andy, and this is in all seriousness.
Yeah.
If you think, and you need to have a word with me, just have a word.
Well,
don't be shy. If you think I'm getting a bit silly, let me know.
Well, anywhere you go, I go.
Exactly. We both want to go home, don't we, tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the commitment that some of these other drivers show, really.
Yeah.
They have nothing left in reserve.
No.
And if you're competing, then that's how you drive, 10 tenths. If you're so committed that you've nothing left in reserve, when something goes wrong, you've nothing left.
Then you've
got to be very careful. I've got somebody coming up behind, but he's not catching me particularly quickly. He's welcome to come past.
Oh, it's big wump, it's big wump.
Big clump.
And you can see how freaking easy it's really. I tell you what.
keeping third gear. I was second gear on the last lap, but third gear I think now. Now it's getting down, but I don't want too much torque going to the rear wheels. This is tighter than I ever imagined. This is one of the things, you know, I did have a play on the PlayStation before we came out here, just to sort of get an idea of where the corners went, but this one, a lot of these corners are so much tighter in real life. They really are.
Yeah, I think that's feeling a lot tighter than it is, because I wouldn't be pitching it in where you are.
Yeah, probably not. No, the line's probably wrong.
Yeah, with it being double apex.
Yeah, and that comes down to not knowing the corner really.
Yeah, I'd be just hanging it out just that little bit more.
And again, it's, you know, with this lack of knowledge for the track, when you come over those crests there, you just cannot stay committed at all.
But not only that, it's, you know, you could have a bump in front of you, couldn't you? You're coming over that crest at 90, 100, 110 mile an hour. And fair enough, you're in 4-point harness, lid on.
Yeah,
but we
it's my credit card.
Exactly.
So we're having it this time.
Go on, yeah. It might be slipping because it's concrete.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
Get the traction control flashing a little bit, I think. Take your ass off some people who race here, haven't you?
Oh, what? I think there was a little bit of lightning there.
Yeah, I saw a little bit before we came out before.
It's a real weekend spectator thing, isn't it? You know, I mean, people put the gazebos up, burger vans have turned up, but you keep your eyes on the track.
Okay. Last corner, Andy.
Last corner, don't spin it.
Oh, yes! Oh, what a good ending. What a good ending to the video.
Is that an order? Is that a promise here? You're going to spin it? Right, go on, keep it there. Look at that, clear track in front. Everyone's gone home.
Went off in a minute though.
12-12, slowest lap, but absolutely understood.
Oh,
yeah.
What a fantastic finish to the lap as well.
Yeah.
That big crack of lightning there. We'll get a still off that. So there we go, 4 laps of the Nürburgring. I think if there are any prizes to be given out, I will be the slowest the slowest driver of the day. We did get 2 overtakes, and I think, or maybe 3. But I've lost count of how many times we were overtaken by all sorts, just a storm picking up that. We were overtaken by all sorts of very, very non-exotic machinery.
A Fiat 500
A Fiat 500, yeah. And a Vauxhall Nova, of all things. But what a fantastic experience. I'll definitely come here and do it again, won't you, Andy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of the place. There's a lot of very fast drivers here. You've got to be careful with. You've got to really watch your mirrors all the time. You know, don't be afraid of coming to the place. Come and hire a car. This is just an ordinary road car, this. It's nothing particular. You don't need any special skills to drive here. It's just a toll road. But I would thoroughly recommend coming and having a go at the Nürburgring, definitely. We'll
Park up and wander around?
Yeah, we'll go on that car park across the road, I think. It's just because you need quite a bit of space to open the doors on this, don't we? Well, there's got to be a gift shop, hasn't there, Andy? We've got to go in the gift shop.
We need a sticker.
Oh, we need a sticker.
I
I've held everybody up at the Nürburgring sticker.
I've been in the ring with Reg.
I experienced a moist ring.
My ring, the ring was wet and slippy when me and Reg
went quite nippy. Could do much longer in this freaking harness.
in this.
Nope, sorry.
What a